My name's Doug Hayward, Senior IT Manager for Shields Healthcare just out of Boston. I manage the desktop support teams and data center. We bought a StoreOnce product a couple of years ago. I've got a pair of 4300s. So I'm not the technician. I don't look at all the different all the things it does, but for me, the space that it uses, the compression ratio has been much better than our past solution. Our SQL database backups are getting 56:1 compression ratio, and to me that's incredible. Some of the other stuff is a little less, but we've got an average of 25:1, and that definitely beats what we had before. Well, benefits that I'm seeing on the StoreOnce are definitely speed to recover. I can trust the data is there. When we had the quantums in, the replication was taking up to a month. The data would be partial. The StoreOnce, I trust the data. So the benefit is that the data is there. If somebody calls me and needs data recovered, I know I have it. I don't like to talk about these things, but so far stability on the system has been perfect, no issues. So I have two 4300s, and that came with Catalyst, which was new to that platform. So when we had the systems put in, the technician that came out actually hadn't seen them before. But so that was maybe the only hiccup, but they did a great job installing them. I didn't have to do anything with it, and it's been running ever since. My impressions of scalability, it would be, I'll never need to add more space. They did a great deal with me. They doubled the space I asked for. I have enough room for years. But it also is very easily scalable. If I need to put in more trays, I can. So we have not used technical support. Now HP as a whole I have when I've just servers and things like that. But for 3PAR, I actually haven't had to use support yet. And like I said, it's been going on 2 years. Happy with that. I'm sure if I had to call them, they'd be right there. It was extremely straightforward, and I think this is typical for any of the vendors. I mean, I don't have all this experience, but what you're talking about is just a storage platform. It's just disk. So all they need to do is put it in, present it so that NetBackup can see it, and that was done. And it was done by the tech in just a couple of days, and we had it up and running in a week with a whole new backup catalog, and it was very easy. New features, I don't know. You know what I do? I expect you guys, HP, to know that stuff, and they're asking the questions, and other people smarter than me know what they need. It does what I need right now. There's nothing that I could think of that it's missing. The solution that we had for backups was Quantum for the software NetBackup. We still use NetBackup today, we like it, but the Quantums were aging. The maintenance agreement on the Quantums were costing us a fortune, and it was actually cheaper to get something new than keep the old one running. The Quantums had gotten to a state where replication between them was no longer working. It would take about a month to replicate. Hardware was starting to fail on a regular basis, and we knew we needed something. We're a primary storage with EMC, so we did look at data domain, but I buy a lot of stuff from HP. Knew their storage was great, so let's go look at the backup solution. And HP just came in with a good price. I thought it was a good product. We bought the StoreOnce 2 years ago now today, and it's been running good ever since. We did look at NetBackup. They had an appliance, but it was about twice the cost. I didn't look at Quantum because I didn't have a lot of success with them in the past. I probably could have looked at them, but it didn't feel like a partnership with them. With HP, with everything that I buy from HP, I don't feel like a customer all the time. I kind of feel like a partner, and at Shields Healthcare, we like to collaborate and partner with people. It's tough to say. What I wanted to look at was, the data has to be accurate. So if we're backing up patient data, it's critical. I mean, everybody says their data is critical. In healthcare, it's critical. If I need to restore something, I need to know it's there. I need to know where it is. I need to know I can get it fast. With the Quantums, we also had a tape solution in place. And those tapes were off-site. Sometimes it would take a couple of days to get the data back. So what the StoreOnce allowed us to do was to also get off a tape, which was important to me. I don't trust tape. A lot of people do. But I wanted a solution I knew this data was there, and I could get it quickly. The speed that we can recover files now is incredible. Even if it's something small, it's not critical, but it's a user loses an email, and we backed it up the night before. You can get that email back in seconds. It used to take us a long time. We'd restore the entire mail store. You're looking at an entire afternoon just to get some files back. So yeah, we're happy. And with this upgrade, we also upgraded Net Backup. So it's not to say that the stuff that we had before wasn't capable. It was time to get it new. So StoreOnce on a scale of 1 to 10, I don't give anyone a 10. So let's just say a 9. Like I say, I don't like to give a 10s. It's just because I don't know. The scale isn't enough. You know, I'm gonna have to replace it again at some point. So yeah, so 9. So far, any peer that has asked me about going into backup solutions, I did a panel this week on it. One customer still using tape. Recommendations for them was to go to StoreOnce. It's for me, the maintenance has been cheaper. The implementation was easy. It's a small product. It doesn't take up much space in my data center, and it's been reliable and outperformed what I had used previously. Peer reviews, anytime I pick up any new solution, I like to know that a customer has already done it. So I did reach out and talk to other folks that had been in the same situation. It's tough to get the exact situation, but they had me call a couple hospitals in Boston. You know, they all had great experiences, same ease of deployment that I saw. So those are very important to me. I like to know that someone else has done the same thing and had some results.